Hi everyone, I'm Amanda L, and today we're doing a flexibility and mobility flow. So whenever you're ready, grab your mat and let's get started right away on all fours. We're going to get moving right away. So coming onto all fours and just starting to roll through the spine. Maybe taking some cat-cows, swing a bit side to side. Beginning to wake up the body. You can shift back a bit or go forward, rolling around, taking a moment to explore with just an air of extra freedom here. And then coming into some traditional cat-cows, so big inhale arching through the spine. Easy exhale round. Big inhale arch. Long exhale round. One more time, big inhale. Long exhale. And tucking your toes, lifting your hips up and back, downward dog. Pedaling out through the feet, swing your hips a bit side to side. Taking some time to explore here, just like we did on all fours. Maybe lifting a hand as you lean to the opposite side. Maybe lifting a foot just a bit as you go on the other side. Maybe doing something completely different. And settling into stillness. Big inhale, heels lift high. Easy exhale, pressing them towards the mat. Big inhale, lifting. Easy soften. One more time, lift. Shifting back down. Rounding out into a plank pose. You can always drop down onto your knees if needed. And breathing here, beginning to fire things up. Pressing through the right palm, tipping up and open towards the left side plank. Coming back through center, up and over to the opposite side. Coming back to the middle, dropping your knees down. Right arm reaches high. And threading the needle. Pressing down through that left palm, maybe tenting the fingertips. You can even walk that hand a bit towards the top of the mat. Finding a bit of a deeper stretch. Maybe you straighten out through that left leg to find even more of a stretch. If any of this doesn't feel good, just coming back to that space where you can find your breath. And then pressing into that left palm, bringing that right arm high once more, and placing it at the back of your head. From here, tapping the right elbow to the left wrist, opening back up to the right. Couple more times just like that. Elbow to wrist, opening up. And one more time, bending that elbow to the wrist, opening up to the right side. Right arm straightens, and then threading the needle once more. Seeing if there's any differences here. Coming into that version that feels really great for you. Somewhere that you can still Focus on that breath. And unraveling out of that. Coming onto all fours. Rolling out of it. Tucking your toes, finding your plank. Opening up to a side plank on the right arm. Back through center. Side plank on the left. Back to the middle. Dropping your knees down. Left arm reaches high. Threading the needle. Choosing your own adventure on this side. If you have that right leg straight, playing around with leaning a bit over towards that left shoulder. And then leaning back towards the right a bit. And noticing the subtle shifts that come with the subtle movements. Making your way out of that, left arm reaches high. Bending the elbow, palm comes to the back of the head. Tapping that elbow to the right wrist. Big inhale, opening up. Twice more, just like that. Bending. And opening. One more time, tapping. Big inhale, open up. Left arm reaches up. And then sending it through towards the right side, threading the needle. Making your way out of that. Rolling a bit. Tucking onto your back toes, sitting back onto your hips. Just rolling out the wrists. One way. And taking them the other way. And then lifting your knees up off the mat. Coming into a toe squat. You can have your hands down if that is more supportive for you. And then tapping your knees back down, untucking your toes, and lifting your knees up. Stretching through the fronts of the ankle, the feet, the shins. Releasing your knees down, tucking your toes, lifting your knees up. Pausing for a moment. Tapping your knees down, untucking your toes, lifting your knees high. One more time, tucking your toes, lifting your knees. This time, as we pause here, can we play with straightening out through that right leg? Maybe you tap that foot down. Maybe you have your hands down and you play with that as well. You can also prop your hands up on blocks if you have any. Finding that balance, whatever that looks like for you. Playing with it, falling out. Do not be afraid to fall out. Do not feel bad for falling out. Maybe you're just right here right now. Bringing that foot back. And then playing with the left side. So taking that left leg straight out. Playing with that balance. And then bringing it back in. Tapping your knees down, untucking your toes. Lifting your knees high. And then releasing them down. Big inhale, arms reach up. Easy exhale, walking it out into a puppy pose. Sinking your chest down towards the mat. Maybe tenting through the fingertips. And getting a bit of activation through that upper body. So not just sinking in, but really pressing and activating through the arms, through the back. Then you can begin to pulse. You're remembering your breath. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allowing yourself to sink here. Pressing through the palms, rounding through the spine, sinking your hips down towards the mat. Heart reaches forward. If this is too much, you can come down. You can come down onto your elbows. You can come down onto your palms underneath your shoulders. Or you can press up where we were at, or where I was at, I guess. Tucking your toes, pressing up and back, downward dog. Taking a moment in your downward dog, finding stillness. If it feels comfortable for you, closing down the eyes. Just feeling your hands and your feet pressing into the ground. Big inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Rounding forward through your plank, sinking your hips down into an up dog. Once again, if this is too much, drop your legs. Easy solutions here, making this modifiable for you. Lifting up and back, down dog. Couple more times just like that. Taking it slow, rounding through the spine. Sweeping yourself through your plank and straight into your upper dog as your hips sink down. Heart reaches forward, pressing through the toes. Lifting up, sweeping back, downward dog. Rounding forward. Hips sink, heart reaches. Lifting as you activate your entire body, shifting back. Twice more just like that, rounding forward, dropping low, remembering your breath. Activation sweeps you back. And last one, rounding forward. Sinking your hips, reaching your heart. Awesome job. Pausing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting up, taking your time with it, sweeping back. I don't know if you could hear that. That was a bee right by the mic. Downward dog. Pausing here. And then dropping down onto your knees, keeping your toes tucked, lifting up, and just giving the wrists a little shake. And then just acting like you're just flicking something away from you. Maybe it's a bug. Flicking a bug away. You're just flicking something away from you. Release. Planting your palms down, fingertips facing forward, or fingertips facing towards you, excuse me. Stretching through the wrists. You can settle into stillness here. If you'd like to take a few cat-cows, you can join me with that. And swinging your wrists around. Tucking onto your toes once more, this time coming up to kneeling. Big inhale, arms reach high. Taking your right leg and sending it to the top of the mat, sinking into a low lunge. Shifting your hips back, straightening out through that front leg, runner's stretch. Keeping your hands off of the mat if you can, if that's comfortable for you. If not, hands down. As we sink forward, you can also grab some blocks and then sweeping back. Sweeping forward and sweeping back. Couple more times, taking it forward and taking it back. One more time, taking it forward. I want you to activate as hard as you can. So sending that right foot back, left side forward. It's just like you're fighting against the mat to pull your legs towards each other. And then releasing into the stretch. Shifting your hips back, straightening out through that front leg. And now pressing as hard as you can down into that right heel. Keeping a gentle bend in the knee. Squaring off through the hips, pressing, pressing, pressing. And then everybody's palms come to the mat as you release that activation and find that stretch. Bringing your palms to the top of the mat, tucking your back toes, stepping back into a plank pose. Lowering halfway down, finding your up dog, shifting back, downward dog. Dropping your knees down, keeping your toes tucked, sitting back on your heels. Big inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, interlacing your palms, bringing them back behind your head. And then just tipping up and over towards the right side. And up and over towards the left. And over towards the right. And over towards the left. One more time right. And one more time left. From here, lifting up. And then sending that right or that left foot towards the top of the mat. Low lunge. Sinking into your lunge. And sweeping back, straightening out through that front leg. Sweeping forward. Sinking back. Big inhale takes you forward. Easy exhale shifts you back. Twice more, taking it forward. And sweeping back. One more time forward. This time bringing in that activation. Sending your legs towards each other. Feeling those muscles really firing up. Remembering to breathe. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sink. Release. Feel the stretch. And then sweeping back, pressing firmly through that left heel. Gentle bend in that knee. Keeping the hips squared. And release. Palms down onto the mat. Walking your hands to the top, tucking your back toes, sweeping that left foot back to meet the right, plank pose. One little last bit of activation here, just by holding in this plank. Remembering your breath, remembering you can drop those knees at any time. And then flowing through. Finding your downward dog. Big inhale. Long exhale. Right leg sweeps up and back, down dog split. Bending through the knee, opening up the hips. And then just taking one big circle with that knee one way. And then take it the other way. Sweeping that leg forward, finding your pigeon pose. Once you get there, finding a space that feels nice and comfortable. Comfortable in the sense that you can feel into something, but you can also breathe. I encourage you to maybe explore. Oftentimes we come into pigeon and we come down and that's that. But maybe you find something a little to the left or a little to the right, or a little up or somewhere that you don't typically go to. And from here, opening up to the left side, bending through the knees, either bringing them to 90 degrees, or you can bring your legs closer together. Wherever you're at is great. Pausing here just to settle into this space. And then either hands down, or you can have your hands up. We're just going to switch our legs to the opposite side. So now you're facing the back of the mat. And then you're going to switch again. And switch. And switch. Now you might have shifted a little bit like I did, but making your way back towards the top of the mat here, pressing your palms at the top, finding your way back into a downward dog. Left leg reaches high, down dog split. Bending the knee, opening up the hip, taking that one big knee circle one way, one big knee circle the other way. Pigeon pose. Finding yourself here, noticing the differences on each side. Noticing where you immediately go to when you come into a pigeon. can you go somewhere new? And opening up towards that right side, I'm just going to flip around so I'm facing you. So facing towards the right leg. And then just either fingertips down, or you can have them up, wherever, maybe behind your head, maybe just at your sides. You're just going to begin to fold over that front leg and hold there. You need to activate through that leg to really support yourself here. Flexing through those toes. Maybe a gentle pulse, firing things up even more. And then folding, supporting yourself with your fingertips here. Gently coming up, shifting to the opposite side. Grounding into this space. And then folding over. Straight through the spine, flexing that foot, activating that leg, holding here, or beginning your pulses. If any of this feels uncomfortable, just backing out, supporting the knee, making that the priority, using your hands if that works better for you, and then folding. Gently pressing up out of that, bringing your feet towards the top of the mat. Take your knees with you as you make your way down onto your back. Holding onto your knees while just letting those legs fall away from you. Letting go of your knees, letting your feet hit the floor with a thud. Arms resting at your sides. Just feeling for a moment. Finding a twist up and over to the left, maybe stacking your knees, maybe crossing your legs. Choosing your own adventure. Coming up and over to the other side. And coming back to center. And one last time to choose your own adventure here. So maybe you go into a plow pose, maybe you take a happy baby, maybe you're done here and you're just going right into Shavasana. Maybe you find something else. Letting yourself be guided now by you, fully and completely in this moment. Starting to make your way out of whatever you have going on. Bringing your legs out long, arms resting at your sides. and closing down the eyes. I always call this the integration. Do not skip the integration. That which might seem most insignificant can often be that which is most powerful. And I fully believe that is the case here. We'll just be here for a brief period of time in silence. Starting to wake up the body by wiggling the fingers and the toes, rolling through the wrists and the ankles, taking a big stretch up above your head. And bringing your knees into your chest. Finding your way up to sit, taking your time and keeping your eyes closed if that feels comfortable to do so as you make your way up. Finding your seats, feeling yourself rooted into the mats, into the floor, the ground, the space beneath you. Connected to yourself, connected to the earth, connected to it all. Big inhale, arms reach up above the head. Pressing your palms together, pulling your thumbs down into your chest, connecting to your heartbeats. Big inhale up through the nose. Long exhale out the mouth. Twice more, big inhale. Easy exhale. One more time, big inhale. And a long exhale. Letting everything settle for a moment. And opening your eyes whenever you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what your favorite part was or any future videos that you would like to see. And with that, I will see you next time.